Yo, what is going on YouTube? Proxy back with another video, and I am going to show you the best 611 Pro-Am build that you can get in the game. Not only am I going to show you the 5-out versions that I have, but also the 83 strength version. So if you plan on setting screens every once in a while, or like half-half, it allows you to put obviously brick wall to Hoff with your max plus 2. Okay. Um, I am. I tried to make this video before. It was 35 minutes long. I'm not going to try to put you through all that. So I'm going to quickly go through these. If you have any questions, comments, put them in it. If you have any questions, whatever, put them in the comments. Okay, I'll be sure to help everybody out as much as I can. All right. I don't ignore comments. I don't get a ton of them, so I don't ignore them. Okay. Um, but yeah, I'm going to quickly show you this version. Okay, this is not the 99 rebounding, but this is my Giannis build that I have right now. Eventually, I'm going to change it. But this is this version real quick. Okay, I'm going to go into the other ones like instantly. All right, I'm just showing you this version real quick. So if you want to copy the stats and you want, say for instance, you're like, I don't do Pro-Am and I just do Rec, or I want something casual and I'm fine with just a high defense rebound and not a high offense rebound, you can make this version. Okay, this gets the 93 block with the 77 interior. Okay, but yeah, this is this version. Let me get into the other versions. Okay, so that I don't lose people already. I'm going to show you the jump shot I use, the animations I use, um, and everything. Please like, subscribe. I'm so close to 500 subs. I'm just taking it one step at a time here with my goals. Naturally, I don't plan on getting 20K subscribers anytime soon, so 500 is good enough for me. All right. I'd love to hit that million mark at some point. That'd be great, but I'm a long ways away from that. So, does help with the algorithm if you guys can do that. Okay, so let's quickly. I'm gonna go through these builds quick. Okay, and by all means, all these versions work. Okay, so if you're curious if you get the caps or not, you don't have to be. Okay, these builds do work. All right, so we are going to go 6'11 center, obviously, max wingspan. Okay, 236 as our weight because we want offensive rebound to 99. Okay. So first version, we're doing, don't mind that. We're doing 80 close shot. The reason, and I'm gonna show you real quick on this first version why we're putting our post control up, dude. Because it doesn't cost you nearly as much to put the post control up as it does your block. And I always say this on your 610 pluses, leave the block down if you can. That's going to cost you the most out of your attributes. Okay, block, rebounding, strength, stand and dunk, stuff like that on bigs or 610 pluses, it's going to cost you the most. Okay, you don't want to leave your shooting down. It doesn't cost you much of anything to leave your shooting down. Okay, um, or to put your shooting up. Sorry. All right, so this version we are doing this 93 pass act, so we can get break starter on Hoff. Doing our 70 ball handle. We're doing this so we can get the Giannis SIGs. Okay, Giannis crossover at starter 4 when you get there if you haven't already. Awesome crossover. Okay, we're doing a 70 interior. We're going to pair that with our block. Our 54 block is going to go all the way up to 84 with 5 caps. Okay, steel, we're doing 53. We're doing 1 cap to get 60 and then 2 more to get 73. Okay. Perimeter, we're doing 66 so that you can get plus 1 cap to 71 to get challenger on bronze. Now, by all means, not all these builds are going to be the same. Okay. Some of them have perimeter lower, so you can fit caps in different ways. Okay. And I'm going to show you ways to do it with shooting specialization as well as defensive specialization. Okay. So we're putting our speed to 73. 1 cap brings us to 75, which is max. 63 agility. 1 cap brings you to 66, which is max. These are 5-out versions, like I said, and the 83 strength version. So I'm going to show you the 5-out versions first. Okay. This is the first version. All right. It's going to give you pro contacts off 1 and 2, standing contacts, rise up silver. Obviously 93 pass tech important for pro am, 99 O board D board. 5, so you're going to put 5 to block, 5 to O board D board. 1 to steal or 3 to steal if you got it. That's 18, and then 1 to speed, 1 to agility. This is 20 CapBreaker version. Okay. I know you all don't have 20 caps. That's fine. You don't have to put everything everywhere. I suggest definitely putting 1 on speed agility. Put your 5 to block. That's 7. Put your 1 to steal. That's 8. If you only have 8 cap breakers, by all means, just put 8 cap breakers and leave these at 94, 94. It's still a great build, regardless. Okay, if you have more, that's where you want to put them. Okay, offensive rebound, defensive rebound to 99. Put one of them to 99 if you don't have all 20 caps, just so you can get rebound chaser on legend, or put 2 to get rebound chaser Hoff and put 1 max plus 1 to legend. Okay, and then eventually you can put 1 on perimeter to get challenger on bronze if you want. So this is the first version. Okay, quickly, I'm going into the next version. Okay, I'm just going to tweak some stuff in here just so you can see what else you can do here. Okay, second version. We are taking our vert down to 85, and we're putting our perimeter to 71 and our free throw to 84. Okay, if you want challenger off rip, that's the way to do it. You're not gaining or losing anything, or you're not losing anything badge wise by taking your vert to 85. If you naturally you don't have an 87 vert, which is max, but that's fine. If you want challenger right off the rip, this is the way to do it. Okay, now I know there is a way. By all means, I want everybody to tweak these builds as much as you can. Use these as templates. Try to tweak them as much as you can. Okay, I know on some of these versions you could take agility down to 61 because you get a +5 agility to 66. Okay, on some of these versions, if not a majority of them. Okay, I know sometimes if you take the agility down to 61, you don't get the caps to block to work. Okay, so by all means tweak it as much as you can. I'm going to show you some versions that do have 61. Okay, next version, if you want a 93 drive and dunk off rip, okay, and you're fine with keeping your perimeter low for now, which is fine, I'm telling you, because when you're playing Pro-Am comp, you're not going to be worried about running out and guarding up top. You're going to be guarding corner most of the time, all right? And that allows you to not have to worry about having your perimeter defense super high. You're still going to be able to guard people. You're still going to be able to get contests on shots. You're 6'11 max wingspan, okay? So this, we're bringing our drive and dunk to 93, okay? That's what we're doing. And that's to get posterizer on gold off rip. You can +2 with the legend if you want. But yeah, that's that version. Okay, quickly, next version. This is going to be your 87 post control version, so you can get post up poet on gold. Okay, we're taking this to 80, bringing our drive and dunk obviously and our layup down. All right, we're bringing our paint patroller, our paint prodigy up to silver. Okay, and then we are taking our vert back to max to 87. Okay, this is another version. If you want the 87 post control off rip, all these versions work, by the way. And like I said, some of them you could take the agility down to 61. Sometimes you get a +5. Okay, I forget which build it was that I did it on. It might have been even this build. You take the free throw to 90 and put the agility down. Okay. So that's that version. Next one. I'm doing this so you guys have as many options as you possibly can. All right. This version, we are taking our close shot down 2, and we are putting our speed with ball max. If you want a max speed with ball version, that's the way to do it. Okay. So those are my 5 out builds. All right. Like I said, some of them work with 61 agility. Okay, you can put higher free throw. You could potentially put 1 more on dunk. There's other ways to do it. Okay, so like I said, always tweak my builds. Use my builds as templates. Okay. Let's go into the 83 strength versions real quick. All right. So we're taking our steel down to 38, and some of these are also going to be, not all of them are going to have the agility and speed taken down, so you have to put one cap on each. Okay, some of them are going to be maxed, so that allows you to use defensive specialization, not put anything to your physicals, and just put your caps on defense. Okay, this version, 87 driving dunk. This still gives you contact dunks off 2. All right, we're taking our free throw down to 72. We are taking our speed with ball back down to 60. All right, and we are putting our strength to 83 to give us brick wall on silver, and then you can +2 it to Hoff. Okay, that is one of the 83 strength versions. All right, let's get into the next one. This one is going to be for my defensive specialization people that are done with that. We are taking our post control down to 85, our close shot to 80. All right, and then we're going to put our speed whip ball maxed. We're going to put our steel down to 34 because you're going to use 5 caps on steel to bring you to a 73 steel. So 5 caps on block, 5 caps on steel, 5 caps on O rebound, 5 caps on D rebound. All right, so you get a 73 steel, 84 block, 99 O board, 99 D board. Okay, this is a version for the people that have defensive specialization done. Let's go to the next version. Okay, this version we're taking our speed down, which we could just take our perimeter down. We're taking our agility back down. I know some of these work, and I was just testing on stream to 61 agility, so by all means, I'll say it again. Please keep trying these with 61 agility. I know they do work for some of these builds to get a higher, stats elsewhere. Okay, so this one, if you want a higher free throw, by all means, put it to 80, 85. Okay, you just take your post control down 1, your close shot down 1. So you're gonna do 3 caps to steel will get you a 60 steel, which is interceptor bronze. You're going to do 5 caps to block, 5 caps or 10 caps to rebounding, and then 1 each to speed and agility. Okay. And then this is the second to last version here. If you want the 87 post control off rip, we're going to take our free throw down 1. Okay, we're going to take our, what I do? Take the speed of ball down to 60 and then put your post control up 1 to get gold post up poet. All right, and then this, this is the third to last. Okay, so we're taking our agility down 1. This is so if you want to get, if you want to get your perimeter to 62 with 2 caps, and you plan on only putting 2 caps on your perimeter and not getting it to 71, this is the way to do it. Okay, so you're going to get +7 to perimeter, and it's going to give you a 62 perimeter, so you can get a movable on bronze. Okay, so same thing with this version. You're going to do 1 cap each to speed and agility. 10 here, 5 here, and then 3 to steel to get a 60 steel. Okay, that's the other version. And then I believe 2 more versions really quickly. Okay, so this one we are going to take. Oh yeah, I did this one. I put. Sorry, that version I just showed you, take the agility. This is the one where the agility, and I know other ones work too, but this one specifically definitely works. Take your agility down to 61, put your free throw to 76, just so you have a higher free throw. Okay, this is still going to be 1 cap to agility to 66, which is max. Okay, and then the last version, really quickly, and then I'll get on into all my animations after. Last version we are doing is we are taking this down 3 because we plan on getting to 71 perimeter eventually. is a place for all 28 of your caps on these builds, okay? And then this one, we're just taking our free throw to 87 so we can be more consistent on the line, especially in Pro-Am. It does help. Okay, so this would be 4 caps to 71 to perimeter, 5 caps to steal, okay, to get to 73 steal. All right. So eventually you'll get there. This is to get 60 steal off rip and then put your offense, defense, rebound, and block higher. Like I said, if you want some of these quicker, man, you don't have to put both these to 99. Does it help? Yes. I mean, if you're playing Pro-Am and you want 99 O board, D board, it definitely helps. But if you're not and you're playing rec and you want to leave one of these down to 94, put one of them to 99, you just save 5 caps, which allows you to, max your steal and put your perimeter to 62 at least. Um, faster than you normally would. All right. So those are the builds. Let me show you the animations that I use, my jump shot, SIGs, go-to shot, all that good stuff. All right. And kind of an idea where I would put badges. Because naturally there's so many different versions, especially whether you have defensive or shooting done. All right. First thing I'm going to show you is a jump shot. That's cash money, and I shoot over 70 to 80 like percent from 3. Rec Pro-Am doesn't matter. I'm cashing out on these. So this is what I rock on all my 610 plus builds. Okay. It is so good. And then there's another for my 6.8s. I use Scottie Pippen. Okay, Scottie Pippen base. I use Bam Adebayo. Funny enough, release 1. I use Jeremiah Robinson Earl, release 2. And then I use same thing, Maxis, and then I do 56-44 for the blend on my 6.8. So if you're looking for a good 6.8 jump shot, that's a good jump shot as well. And then you only need an 83 ball to do it. So if you have a 6.8 with max wingspan, something like that, 6'9 max wingspan, whatever, you can use that jump shot. Okay, but this is the one I use on my 610 pluses. It is cash money. I never have an issue shooting with it. Even on my builds, I have a 78 3 ball. I mean, I'm shooting lights out from everywhere. Wings, hash, or the wings, top of the key, corners. It doesn't matter. Okay, but money jump shot. Use it. All right. Sigs, dribble style, Giannis, 6 eyes up, Ben Simmons. Copy. I'm not gonna say them all. Just copy them. If you see them, copy them. They're very good. Okay, crossover Giannis. If you can't get the Giannis crossover because you're not starter 4 yet, just use Pro. Pro is also very good. Okay, like very good. Especially if you do a Palo go-to shot into the Pro crossover, it's pretty nice. Definitely very quick. Okay. Behind the back, I'm using Pro. However, I know some people like the combo with like normal. It's got like the good behind the back, that one right there. I just like Pro off the standstill. The Pro behind the back, the moving behind the back is not as good. Like that is not as good as the normal. But yeah. Triple threat Kobe for sure. Go-to shot and drill pull-up. These are important for me. Paolo Banchero, 100%. Hop jumper, normal 2. Motion style, Damian Jones, Jaren Jackson Jr., Chet Holmgren. I'm kind of rocking with Damian right now. I don't know, it's kind of felt pretty good, but Jaren Jackson Jr. and Chet Holmgren are supposed to be like, this one's supposed to be the most balanced for bigs, according to Toots, his charts. Jaren Jackson Jr. also very good, and then Drew Eubanks for offense if you want to get back on offense quicker. I know some people use John Collins. I think Swag uses John Collins on his back end build, so you could try that. Naz Reid is good for like blocks and stuff. But yeah, those are the SIGs I use. Let's go to our dunks. Okay, so we're using Contact Pro for both one hand and two hand. We're using Pro standing bigs and the two hand under basket regulars, the most safe ones. Then we're using Giannis, Scottie Pippen, Amari Stoudemire. Okay, I like Amari for some of the flashy dunks. Scottie Pippen's very basic, straightforward, one-handed dunks. I don't know if I've ever got blocked on these, to be honest with you. And then Giannis obviously has some good dunks and some good standing dunks too. Um, Alley-oops, we're using as many as we can, all the ones we have unlocked. And then contact alleys off. Contact alley pro. Okay. Um, and then what else? Badges. Takeover also, sorry. Takeover, I use a lot of different stuff, bro. You could use Speedster. I like having one of these as one of my choices just in case I feel like using it. Um, it's nice on defense, just getting around a lot quicker. Obviously, going to be able to use Sharp Take. Ball handle, I'm using one of them. Yeah, I got ball handle and Sharp Take, so I can get the good LeBron step back. Speed with ball also nice if you're trying to ISO a little bit. Dishmaster, obviously very important for Pro-Am. You don't have to use pass accuracy, block, and speed with ball like I did. Um, whatever you think you might want to use. But Dishmaster is super important, okay, for Pro-Am. That's what you should be running. Either Dishmaster or Speedster, okay? And then if you want to mess around and wreck and stuff, use Sharp and Poster Machine and try to ISO with the build, which you definitely can. Badges. Let's get into that real quick. So if you're doing shooting specialization, this is where you're going to put for these builds. You're going to put Set Shot on Hoff, Deadeye on Silver. This build gets a 93 block, so naturally, we could put Paint Patroller to Legend and High Flyer Denier to Legend. The other one gets Silver, so you could do Paint Patroller and High Flyer Denier as high as you can if you want. Naturally, you're going to have Legend Rebound Chasers, so you don't have to worry about that. But I suggest putting Posterizer up one more for the contacts. Rise up one more if you'd like. All good badges to use. If you are using the 83 strength version builds, you're going to be putting in this max +2 slot your brick wall. So you can go off brick wall. Okay. And then break starter, you're going to have higher than I have. I only have an 87 pass hack on this build, but you're going to be putting break starter on one of your +1s to go to legend break starter as well for Pro-Am. So anyways, I shaved 13 minutes off my last video. I'm sorry it's still a 20-minute video. It's so hard to show this many builds and make a quick video. If you made it to the end, I do appreciate it. Man, super cool if you did make it to the end. I don't expect many people to. Eventually, I'm going to try to segment out my videos. When I have longer videos, I'm going to try to make sections of it so you guys can scroll through and see which builds you like better and know where the animations and everything are at. I do apologize. I don't know how to do that yet. I'll figure it out. Anyways, yeah. Until the next one, man. Yeah, the next one's gonna be the 6'9" Freak of Nature, man. I know one of my subs was like, "Hey, I need a 6'9" build." That's resembles Ben Wallace, and I was able to get the name Freak of Nature on that build. So that's gonna be the next one. To that dude that wanted that Ben Wallace build, I'm so sorry it's taking so long. I want to get these build videos out first, and then this Freak of Nature right here, this one's going to be for you, buddy. So look out for that one. That's going to be the next build I drop. And yeah, if you guys have any ideas of builds you might want to see, man, leave them in the comments. I'm always in this builder, like a lot. So you want to see some builds, man, let me know. This Kevin Durant Crafty Walking Bucket might be the one after the Ben Wallace build. Probably going to be the next one, honestly, because this build's crazy, crazy good. Um, anyways, yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. All right, peace.